Okay, we're over here at gotomath.com. Let's go up here to the algebra, click on that, and go down to absolute value inequalities. That's what we're going to be working on. Okay, so let's take a look at this one here. We got the absolute value. Well, actually, we're not doing that one yet. I just woke up. Okay, so let's click on this one here. So we have the absolute value of 17x is greater than 0. And we want to find the solution set and write an interval notation. Okay? So let's go over to the magic board. Just think 20 years ago would have been magic. Or actually not even that long ago. So we've got the absolute value of 17x. The absolute value of 17x is greater than 0. Okay? Alright, so the way this is going to work here is a lot like the previous section where we had absolute value equations. We pretty much do the exact same thing, except we got a twist going on here with this guy here. Okay? So this is the story. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to drop the absolute value bars, write 17x is greater than 0, and then solve for x in this problem. Now, what we're going to also do is we're going to do this again, drop the absolute value bars, we'll write it again over here, 17x, but this time we flip this guy, multiply whatever this is by -1, but -1 times 0 is just 0. Okay? Got it? Alright. Now let's go ahead and just solve for this one here. So if we multiplied 1 over 17 to both sides, we'd end up with x is greater than, here I'll just go ahead and do that. Or think of bringing the 17 diagonally down. So this still becomes x is greater than 0, right? 0 over 17 is just 0. So x is greater than 0, and then in this particular case we'd end up with, I guess we better not skip any steps here. I didn't mean to write that. So this is 0 over 17, which is x is less than 0. Okay? X is greater than 0, x is less than 0, and you're probably like, what the heck? Well, if we looked at a number line, alright, and put arrows on both sides going off to positive infinity, negative infinity, and we put 0 right here. So what we'd have to do is put an open circle, because this doesn't include 0, we don't include it, and it's everything going off in this direction and everything going off in that direction. In other words, you can pick any number on the number line, plug it in, and this will be true. Except you can't use 0, right? We can't plug 0 in, because if you did 0, let's look at this for example. If we plugged 0 in into this, we'd end up with the absolute value of 17 times 0 is greater than 0, and that's false, because 17 times 0 is 0, and the absolute value of 0, which is just 0, is not greater than 0, is not greater than 0. So you see, so we got to throw this, throw that out, throw 0 out. Okay? So there you go. However, we want to write this in interval notation, and that is, there's a couple ways of doing this, okay? But I think the way I actually do this is, okay, we're going to write this interval here to the left of 0, so that would be going from 0 to negative infinity. Now we use a parentheses right here because we don't include 0. Union 0 to infinity, going off in that direction there. Okay. Alright. Like I said, you could do this, you could say r and then throw out 0. The real number minus, throw out 0. I don't know, there's a number of ways of doing this. But this is going to be the way we do things right here. Okay. Alright, so let's go back to the web page. Hit the answer there. Right, so as you can see here, and then of course we can type this in up here, and I added a new feature because I was bored. And like I said, you want to use this either in Chrome or Internet Explorer. I wouldn't try this in anything else. Let's see. So you got negative. Just push there. Bring up the infinity symbol. 0. Union. And then 0, comma, to infinity. Right. Correct. Okay. So there you go. You can come on by, practice that, and I'll see you later.